The executive director of the Center for Innovation and Humanity in California. Its mission is to propel social change through ethical innovation. Now, you remember we met Glenn a few months ago when he was here to talk about his book, Earning Serendipity. Welcome back to Cityline, Glenn.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here, Karen.
So much has happened, as you said, since
Yes.
you visited us last time. Tell us what's been going on.
Well, I've had the opportunity to become a part of a couple of think tanks that are really talking about this concept of how we're really transitioning from a knowledge-based economy to a wisdom-based economy. And people, when they hear that, they say, well, what does that really mean? Well, see, in a knowledge-based economy, this is really the information age where we were always told that the more knowledge you had, the better competitive advantage you'd have. And but part of the knowledge-based economy was where ethics was really a choice. It wasn't something that was mandatory. And really, the wisdom-based economy really centers all around ethics and how ethics really is the new standard, and how businesses and organizations really need to start redefining their products and services that really serve a greater social need or a societal cause.
What kinds of things do you see out there on the business landscape that illustrate the changes that businesses are going through or are trying to go through?
Sure. Well, first of all, a lot of companies, and we've all seen this, are doing these marketing campaigns to really focus more on cause-based marketing, where just because you're associated with a specific societal cause that people will be more inclined to buy your products. But what we're talking about now are bigger things that relate to how can your business truly innovate so that you're really focusing on building a greater world. And so there are organizations like GE, for example. They recently came out with a $6 billion initiative for new technologies to reduce healthcare costs. And Pfizer in 2008 started to look at the different ways of combining social responsibility with commercialized viability. So we're seeing now organizations doing more to really focus on making the world a better place. And I should also add, Karen, that there's a lot of consumers out there, as well as professionals in transition, that are looking at companies that are focusing more on making the world a better place, and it's attracting new, talented, potential in people, and they're really attracted to companies that are focusing on that.
So kind of the idea is that if you're going to work and spend 8 hours a day for years and years and years at a company, you want to be able to do something while you're at work and give back to the community.
Absolutely. And so we're finding that that's really where things are headed now. And, we're all in a state of reinvention. Everybody is, both individuals and organizations. So, right now, I always said, and it's funny, we talked before about the influence my father has always had on me, and he always said, without strategy, change is merely substitution, not evolution. And so now we really need to create a strategy where it's all about propelling positive social change through innovation.
Now, you talk about the Fonzie factor. What is that? What is the Fonzie factor?
Yeah, no, I know. People ask me that all the time. But basically, it all goes back to ethics. And I've been asked a lot lately, why don't people say sorry? We're in this recession because of some of the mistakes we made, some of the focus that we didn't place on the things that really mattered. And the Fonzie factor is really admitting that, it's okay that you can say sorry and feel responsible to it without feeling that you're giving up your clout or authority. And I think right now a lot of organizations and individuals both, we need to just step back and realize that we have in fact been victims of the recession, and now step back and create new ways of creating innovation that really focuses on ways of meeting societal needs. I know I continue to go back to that, but it's such an important point. In fact, I want to share a little experience that I've had recently since the last time we got together. I was part of this conference, and they asked 200 of were the top innovators in the world, and they said, answer these questions. I want to be part of a world that I want to be participate in an organization that I want to lead a team that. And what I've found and what I discovered from that experience, and I must take my hat off to the folks at Northwestern University who put this conference on, the folks at Kin Global, and what the outcome was is that in private, we all want to make opportunity matter, Karen. We all want to do what's right for the betterment of the healthy whole. But in public, we're still faced with this dog-eat-dog world. So I think, again, we need to start making changes that focus more on what's better for society at large.
And you talk to that point about reinvention and renewal.
Absolutely. Well, reinvention, as we said before, it's everybody's experiencing now. And so people always ask me, well, how do I get started? right? How do we turn the page? And what we're going to be doing as part of the outreach that I've been involved with is on January 23rd in Southern California on the campus of Chapman University. We're going to be having the first annual Innovation and Humanity Summit. And that's how we are going to start helping individuals and organizations get started on their path to reinvention.
So you want people out of this awful economic crisis that we all find ourselves in to try to look for the silver lining, use it as an opportunity to think differently. So
absolutely. Oh, I always say we have to renew the ways we must think, act, and innovate. And it's interesting, I recently read an article from U.S. News and World that talked about how there's 4 problems that can sink America. And they said, we don't work, we don't like to work hard, we don't sacrifice, we're uninformed, and we live in an I culture. So to read an article like that during these times, it's scary. So we need to start finding ways to reinvent.
Take a new look. All
That's
right,
right.
Glenn Llopis, thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you again. Hey, everybody, the 2010 Innovation and Humanities Summit event, again scheduled for January 23rd. Over 35 speakers from 4 continents will be present. See the website, innovationhumanity.org, for more information. We'll be right back with more after this.